My beloved child, listen to the hush between your thoughts, because in that quiet space I am already speaking your name. I have been waiting for this exact moment, when your heart finally pauses long enough to feel me near. You did not arrive here by accident. You were drawn here because your soul is ready, because something deep inside you has been whispering that there is more, that you were never meant to merely survive, but to awaken, to receive, to overflow with light. Breathe slowly now and feel the warmth surrounding you, like a gentle sunrise rising from within your chest. That warmth is my presence, steady and alive, calling you home to yourself. I see the nights when you felt unseen, the days when you carried strength quietly while your heart felt tired. I saw every tear you swallowed, every prayer you thought was too small or too broken to matter. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was ignored. Even when you doubted me, I never doubted you. I watched you keep going when it would have been easier to give up, and every step you took in faith, even trembling faith, echoed loudly in the unseen realms. You were never abandoned. You were being prepared. Let me speak directly to the part of you that feels worn, the part that wonders if life will ever soften. My child, I am not late. I am precise. I am working in layers deeper than your eyes can see. What felt like delay was alignment. What felt like loss was protection. What felt like silence was me shaping your spirit so it could hold what is coming without breaking. You are stronger now, wiser now, more open than you have ever been. And that is why this moment matters. Close your eyes in your mind and imagine a gentle golden light descending from above, slow and warm, like liquid sunlight. See it touch the crown of your head and flow downward, washing through your thoughts, dissolving old fears, old guilt, old stories that told you that you were not enough. Let that light move into your chest, softening every hardened place, filling every empty corner. This light is not outside of you. It is awakening what I placed inside you before you were ever born. I formed you with intention. I breathed my own essence into you. You carry my compassion, my creativity, my ability to restore what looks broken, that sensitivity you tried to hide, that depth you thought was a weakness. It was never a flaw. It was a sign. You feel deeply because you are meant to heal deeply. You see beyond surfaces because you are meant to guide others out of darkness. Do not shrink yourself anymore to fit spaces I never designed for you. You were created to expand. There were times you blamed yourself for things that were never yours to carry. You took responsibility for wounds you did not cause, for relationships that could not meet you where you stood. Release that burden now. I am lifting it from you. You do not need to punish yourself to be worthy of love. You do not need to prove your value through exhaustion. Your worth is already sealed in me. Now rise, my child. Rise from the old identity that says you must struggle endlessly to deserve good things. Rise from the belief that abundance is for others, but not for you. I am rewriting those inner scripts even now. Feel the shift. Something is loosening. Something is opening. I want you to see another vision. Picture a vast gate before you, tall and radiant, not locked, not guarded, but waiting. As you step closer, the gate opens effortlessly, revealing a wide path bathed in light. This path is provision. This path is opportunity. This path is favor unfolding in ways you did not plan, but deeply need. Walk forward without fear. You are allowed to receive. For too long, you have given without allowing yourself to be filled. But this season is different. This season is about balance restored. I am teaching you that receiving is not selfish. It is sacred. When you are filled, you become a channel. When you are supported, you can support others without losing yourself. I am pouring into you so you can stand strong, steady, and generous without depletion. Hear me clearly now. I delight in blessing you. I delight in seeing you prosper in spirit, in peace, and yes, even in material ways. Wealth, when guided by love, becomes a tool for healing, freedom, and expansion. I am not asking you to reject abundance. I am inviting you to steward it with wisdom and grace. The resources you seek are already moving toward you, aligning with your growth, matching your readiness. Receive this blessing. Let it settle into your bones, Let it change how you see tomorrow. I am opening doors that no fear can shut. I am connecting you with people who see your heart, who honor your truth, who walk with integrity. Old cycles are closing gently now, not with chaos, but with clarity. You will not need to force endings. They will simply fade as new beginnings take their place. There will be moments ahead when you look back and realize how perfectly things unfolded, how every delay protected you, how every redirection saved you from settling for less than you deserved. Trust me through the unfolding. I am ahead of you, beside you, within you. Let the rain fall now in your imagination. A soft, shimmering rain of light, each drop carrying peace, confidence, and renewed hope. This is miracle rain, washing away heaviness, watering the seeds you planted long ago with faith and patience. Those seeds are breaking open now. Growth is inevitable. As this rain falls, speak these truths quietly within yourself, letting each one anchor deep. I am ready to receive abundance. I am supported by divine wisdom. I am worthy of peace and prosperity. I am guided and protected. I am open to miracles. I am aligned with divine purpose. Feel how these words resonate differently now. They are no longer wishes. They are confirmations. My child, you do not walk alone. Even when the path feels unfamiliar, my hand is steady on your back, guiding you forward. When doubts tries to return, pause and remember this moment. Remember how my presence feels. Stillness will bring me close every time. I am healing relationships gently, untangling misunderstandings, bringing clarity where there was confusion. Some connections will deepen, others will release with grace. Trust the process. Nothing meant for you will miss you. You may notice subtle changes first, calmer thoughts, clearer decisions, a new confidence in your voice. Do not dismiss these as small. They are signs of a deeper transformation taking root. You are becoming more yourself than you have ever been, and that authenticity will draw opportunities effortlessly. I ask you to walk forward with gratitude, not because everything is perfect, but because you trust that it is becoming so. Gratitude sharpens your vision. It tunes your heart to recognize blessings even before they fully appear. If fear whispers again, answer it with truth. You are held, you are guided, you are loved beyond measure. No storm can override my purpose for you. No past mistake can cancel what I have ordained. Rest tonight knowing that while you sleep, I am still working, aligning, arranging, preparing encounters, ideas, and resources that will meet you at the right time. You do not need to rush. You do not need to chase. What is meant for you is drawn by resonance, not force. My beloved, you are stepping into a new rhythm now, one marked by peace instead of pressure, trust instead of tension. Let your life become a living prayer, not spoken only in words, but expressed through calm choices, kind boundaries, and courageous faith. I am proud of you, not for what you achieved, but for who you became through the fire. That inner strength, that quiet resilience, it reflects my own heart. Stay open, stay gentle, stay grounded in this truth. You are never alone, never forgotten, never lacking what truly matters. And now, as this message settles within you, let these words rise softly from your soul, sealing what has been awakened. I am ready to receive. I am chosen for abundance. I am guided by light. I am one with divine love. I am free. I am blessed. And as that blessing settles, do not let your mind rush away from this sacred stillness, because something deeper is unfolding right now. Something your soul has waited lifetimes to feel. Stay here with me. Feel how the air around you seems softer, how even your breath carries a quiet assurance. This is not imagination. This is alignment. This is the moment where what you believed about yourself begins to dissolve, and what I know about you starts to take its place. You are not standing at the end of a message. You are standing at the doorway of a shift. And I want you to remain open, because when the heart opens fully, abundance does not knock politely. It flows in like a tide that cannot be stopped. You may have been taught that you must struggle endlessly to earn peace, that wealth and ease require suffering as proof. But listen to me now, deeply, carefully. That belief was never mine. I do not delight in your exhaustion. I do not measure your worth by how much pain you endure. I measure it by the truth of who you are. And that truth is radiant, capable, and deserving of overflow. Right now, unseen currents are moving in your favor. You cannot hear them with your ears, but your spirit recognizes the change. This is why your chest feels lighter. This is why tears may come without sadness. This is why hope feels closer than it did moments ago. You are being repositioned. I am gently lifting you out of survival mode and teaching your nervous system what safety feels like. From this place, miracles become natural. I want you to remember how often you held back your desires because you did not want to be disappointed again. How many times you told yourself, "It's okay, I don't need much," when in truth your soul longed for expansion, beauty, security, freedom. There is no shame in that longing. I placed it there. Desire, when rooted in love, is a compass. It points you toward your next becoming. Do not minimize what you want anymore. Do not apologize for wanting a life that feels rich in every sense of the word. I am not offended by your dreams. I am the source of them. The life you imagine, where you wake up without dread, where your needs are met with ease, where generosity flows through you without fear of lack. That life is not a fantasy. It is a frequency, and you are tuning into it now. Feel this next image with me. See yourself standing in a wide open field at dawn. The sky is painted with soft gold and gentle blue. The air is fresh. There is no urgency. No one is chasing you. No one is demanding answers. In the distance, you see light moving toward you. Not fast, not slow, but perfectly timed. As it approaches, you realize it carries everything you thought was missing: clarity, provision, confidence, support. It does not overwhelm you. It integrates into you, like a long-lost part returning home. This is how my blessings arrive, not with chaos, but with peace, not with fear, but with certainty. Here, you are entering a season where effort begins to feel lighter, where opportunities meet you halfway, where the right conversations happen without forcing. This does not mean you stop showing up. It means you stop carrying what was never yours to carry alone. I am teaching you the difference between effort and strain. One builds you, the other drains you. From now on, you will recognize which is which. There will be moments ahead when you catch yourself smiling for no obvious reason, when you feel gratitude rise before the outcome even arrives, when you realize you are no longer bracing for impact. These are signs that trust has taken root, and trust, my child, is the soil where abundance grows fastest. I know your past tried to convince you that good things never last, that stability is temporary, that joy should be enjoyed cautiously. But that narrative ends here. You are allowed to feel safe in goodness. You are allowed to expect support. You are allowed to build a future without constantly preparing for loss. Let me speak to the part of you that worries about money, about security, about whether there will be enough. I see those thoughts. I do not judge them. They were formed in moments when you had to be practical to survive. But survival is no longer your only option. Expansion is calling you now. I am aligning resources you have not considered yet. Ideas that will feel obvious in hindsight. Connections that will seem accidental but are anything but. Streams of provision that match your integrity and values. You will not need to compromise your soul to prosper. I will not ask you to become someone you are not to receive what you need. What comes next will honor who you truly are. And when it arrives, remember this moment. Remember that you learned to receive with an open heart, not clenched fists. Remember that you trusted me before you saw the evidence. That trust is what multiplies blessings. That trust is what keeps abundance flowing instead of fleeting. Now listen closely, because I am placing a quiet instruction within you. Stop rushing your own unfolding. Stop comparing your timeline to anyone else's. Growth is not loud. Alignment is not rushed. The most powerful transformations often happen silently, beneath the surface, before anything visible changes. Do not doubt the work just because it feels gentle. You have been strong for so long. Let yourself be supported now. Let yourself rest without guilt. Let yourself enjoy moments without scanning for what could go wrong. This is how your body relearns peace. This is how your mind clears. This is how your intuition sharpens. I am also healing the way you see yourself in relation to others. You will no longer feel smaller in rooms that do not recognize your value. You will no longer chase validation from people who cannot offer it. Something within you has shifted. You know who you are now, even if you cannot yet explain it in words. That knowing will guide your decisions, your boundaries, your next steps. When challenges appear, and they will because growth invites contrast, you will meet them differently. You will not panic. You will not spiral. You will pause, breathe, and feel me with you. And from that place, solutions will rise naturally. Creativity will replace fear. Wisdom will replace reaction. I am proud of how far you have come, not because the road was perfect, but because you stayed open, because you kept loving, because you kept hoping, even when hope felt fragile. That openness is your greatest strength. It is also your greatest magnet. As this part of the journey continues, you may notice old habits falling away without effort, old worries losing their grip, old identities feeling uncomfortable, like clothes you have outgrown. Do not cling to them. Thank them for what they taught you and let them go. You are becoming someone new, and that is sacred. Stay with me in this unfolding. Do not rush to label it. Just feel it, trust it, live from it. And as you do, allow this deeper truth to anchor within you. Beyond thought, beyond doubt, beyond circumstance, you are supported by forces greater than what you can see, guided by love that does not fluctuate, and moving toward a life that will make sense of everything that came before. Remain here, my beloved. The story is still opening. And because it is still opening, do not tighten your grip on anything right now. Let the unfolding happen naturally. The way a flower opens not because it is forced, but because the light arrives at the right intensity. You are in that moment. The light is here, and you are responding to it even if your mind has not fully caught up yet. That is okay. Transformation does not need permission from logic. It moves first through the soul. Stay with me. Stay inside this presence. I know there is a part of you that wants certainty, timelines, proof you can point to and say, now I know. But hear me gently, my beloved. If I showed you everything at once, your heart would race instead of rest. I am teaching you a new way of knowing, one that does not depend on external validation. This knowing feels like calm. It feels like trust without tension. It feels like standing firmly even when the ground ahead is not fully visible. You have lived so long in anticipation, waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for joy to be taken away just as it arrives. That habit was learned in pain, but it does not belong to your future. From this moment forward, you are learning to stay present in goodness without fear. This is not naive, this is courageous. It takes more strength to trust peace than to brace for chaos. Let me speak to the memories that still echo in you. The moments when you reached for support and found none, when you opened your heart and it was misunderstood, when you tried your best and still felt invisible. Those memories shaped you, but they do not define you. They were chapters, not conclusions. And now, as you stand in this new awareness, they are losing their authority over your emotions. You can remember without reliving. You can honor the past without being trapped inside it. Feel how your inner world is quieter now. The noise that once argued against your worth is fading. In its place, there is a steady hum of assurance. This is my voice within you, not loud, not demanding, but constant. It does not rush you. It does not threaten you. It simply reminds you of who you are. You are safe to expand. You are safe to dream again. You are safe to receive more than you have ever received before. There is a reason your spirit feels stretched lately, as if old limits no longer fit. That stretching is not discomfort. It is preparation. Just as muscles grow through gentle resistance, your soul is growing through this transition. You are being prepared to hold more love, more responsibility, more influence, more abundance, without losing your center. And yes, abundance. Let us speak of it openly now, without hesitation, without shame. Abundance is not separate from spirituality. It is one of its expressions. When energy flows freely, it nourishes everything it touches. I desire for you to live without constant fear of lack, without anxiety over provision, without shrinking your generosity to protect yourself. I desire for you to experience ease, not as a rare exception, but as a familiar state. This does not mean there will never be challenges. It means challenges will no longer define you. They will refine you, pass through you, and leave you wiser, not wounded. Right now, even as you listen, certain doors are quietly unlocking. You may not see them yet, but soon you will notice subtle shifts. A conversation that changes everything, an idea that arrives fully formed, an opportunity that aligns too perfectly to be coincidence. When these things happen, do not dismiss them. Receive them with humility and confidence. Say yes without overthinking. Trust that you are being guided. I am also healing your relationship with time. You have often felt behind, as if life moved faster for others, as if you missed some invisible deadline. Release that illusion. There is no race. There is only alignment. And alignment cannot be late. It arrives exactly when you are ready to embody it. You are not catching up. You are arriving. As you arrive, you will notice that certain patterns no longer repeat. Situations that once drained you no longer appear. People who once triggered your insecurity lose their power. This is not because you harden yourself. It is because you strengthen your sense of self. Boundaries will feel natural now, not defensive. You will say no without guilt and yes without fear. Let me guide you into another vision. See yourself standing before a calm, endless ocean at twilight. The surface is smooth, reflecting the sky like a mirror. This ocean is your potential, vast and deep. You do not need to cross it all at once. You only need to trust that it is there, supporting you. As you step forward, the water does not pull you under. It holds you. It responds to your presence. This is how life will respond to you now, not as something you must fight, but as something that meets you halfway. You are learning to move with life instead of against it. There will be days when old doubts try to return, whispering that this peace is temporary, that you should prepare for disappointment. When that happens, do not argue with the doubt. Simply return to your breath, return to this feeling, return to me. Doubt cannot survive in presence. It dissolves when you stop feeding it. I want you to understand something deeply now. Your sensitivity is not a weakness to be corrected. It is an instrument to be tuned. You feel shifts before others do. You sense undercurrents. You notice subtleties. This makes you intuitive, perceptive, and powerful when grounded. As you learn to trust this inner guidance, decisions will become easier. You will know when to move and when to wait. You will recognize what aligns and what does not without needing long explanations. This inner guidance will also lead you toward the right forms of work, creation, and contribution. You are not meant to drain yourself in environments that do not honor your essence. You are meant to thrive in spaces where your gifts are valued, where your presence brings calm and clarity. These spaces are coming into view now. Be patient with yourself as you adjust. Even good change requires integration. Allow yourself moments of rest. Allow joy without justification. Allow silence without labeling it emptiness. Silence is fertile. Silence is where my guidance becomes clearest. You may begin to notice that your prayers are changing. They are becoming less desperate, more trusting. Less about fixing everything immediately, more about alignment. This is a sign of maturity, not resignation. You are learning that surrender is not giving up, it is opening up. I am with you in this opening. We know every breath you take from this moment forward carries a new intention. You are no longer breathing just to endure. You are breathing to live, to experience, to expand. Your body feels this shift. Your heart feels this shift. Even if your circumstances have not yet fully reflected it, the inner change has already occurred, and outer reality will follow. Remember this, the unseen always moves first. There is nothing you need to chase. What belongs to you recognizes your energy and moves toward you naturally. When you stop chasing, you start attracting. When you start attracting, life feels less exhausting and more meaningful. You are stepping into that phase now. Stay present, stay open, stay connected. The story is still flowing, and you are exactly where you need to be.